Non-gamers need to start taking the gaming industry more seriously. Deadpool made headlines this year when it broke box office records at $132 million in opening weekends. That is impressive, sure, until you start comparing it to the equally inappropriate and vulgar piece of entertainment Grand Theft Auto 5. GTA 5 made $800 million in one day. Gaming is no longer this nerdy hobby that only teenage boys and 30-year-old dudes that haven't moved out of their parents' house are into. It's actually a multi-billion-dollar industry with a diverse set of gamers, and it even has its own professional sport. 155 million Americans play video games. So, put another way, 48% of the entire American population plays games. That's more than Catholics, Hispanics, and obese adults. In fact, the number of gamers in America is just about equivalent to the number of daily coffee drinkers and just shy of the number of Protestants. Also, 51% of American households contain a device used to play video games, which means there are more PlayStations and Xboxes in American households than there are dogs or cats. Let's talk about age and gender. How old do you think the average gamer is? The correct answer would be 35, which statistically speaking means that the average gamer is married, has at least one kid, and is probably a first-time homeowner. Now, men do still make up the majority of gamers, but only by 56%, and in some studies that divide is actually smaller. Also, according to the Entertainment Software Association, there are actually more gamers aged 50 and above than there are 18 and younger. How's that for shaking up some stereotypes? The gaming industry in the US made $22 billion in 2014, which is double that of box office sales. By 2017, that number is expected to reach $107 billion worldwide. And that's largely due to the rise of mobile gaming and eSports. These days, most people have a smartphone in their pocket, which means they have access to a gaming device at all times. And sure, most of these mobile games are in the vein of Farmville, Cookie Clicker, and Candy Crush. However, with the graphic capability and processing power of these new smartphones, there are actually a ton of really high-quality mobile games out there. Next time you're browsing the App Store, try downloading Infinity Blade, Monument Valley, or Xenowork to see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's talk eSports. Now, nothing can touch the 2014 World Cup Championship game in terms of audience reach, because that game was watched by like 695 million people. Not even the Super Bowl can touch that. However, the League of Legends and the Dota 2 Championship games were watched by more people than the NBA Finals and the World Series. You know, the World Series of America's pastime? Esports is valued at $612 million worldwide, and that number is growing really fast. Here in America, it's $143 million. So I will say it again, non-gamers need to start taking us more seriously. When half the population of the United States plays video games, it's time to stop acting like gamers can only be found in a basement. When video game sales are blowing movie sales out of the water, it's time to stop denouncing college students for saying that they want to go into the gaming industry. And when League of Legends is being watched more than America's pastime, it's time to stop pretending that gaming isn't making an impact. Gaming is a highly profitable, rapidly growing industry that encompasses millions of people worldwide. So, to the non-believers out there, I challenge you to download one of King's 200 mobile games and not get addicted. King, by the way, is the developer of Candy Crush, which incidentally makes over $1 billion, that's billion with a B, every single year. Well guys, as always, I would love to know what you think on this topic, so let me know in the comments down below. If you liked that video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, I will see all of you lovely Martians next week. Bye-bye!